Hello everyone, welcome back to Tully Talks, and today we're going to be talking basically a random box of comics I ordered from eBay's seller. So basically we're going to be talking about the unboxing or the order I received today. It's going to be light today, but thanks for stopping by as always to Tully Talks. If I've earned your subscription, please subscribe down below, hitting that red subscribe bar. Hit all on the notifications so you don't ever miss a vid. Like, comment, share, all that beautiful YouTube stuff. But let's see what I got in my box of random comics. It's supposed to be about 50 comics. It looks like it's about that much. Some of the titles I'm somewhat familiar with, some I'm not. So we're just going to go through this. This is one I'm not too familiar with, Uber. It's supposed to be about, set in World War II. The Germans have made these super soldiers, and a British agent discovered this plan and is trying to take down these German super soldiers. So I looked that up and seems alright, you know. If some of these I'm gonna let you know I've never heard of. If you've heard of them, let me know. I got this one, Industrial Gothic #1. Not too sure, I've never heard of the title, so I'm gonna have to check that out. Got a Star Trek comic here, number 60. Looks like it follows the old the James T. Clark crew, the crew of the Enterprise. And now for this, I thought this title was from earlier in DC Universe, but it's not. It's kind of a more current title. Checkmate, and it's kind of set up like the Hellfire Club, where it's got a black queen, a white knight, a black knight. Amanda Waller's in this, Dr. Vertigo. A few other characters I'm not too familiar with, but it's kind of like a Task Force-esque Suicide Squad type of. It's got espionage in it. I've been reading this issue so far. It seems kind of like a Suicide Squad type of thing where everyone's trying to keep secrets from each other. Waller's kind of in charge. And so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wound up getting 8 issues of this title. So, it seems. Got this one. Let's see. And the seller, tried to keep it in order for the most part when he was giving me like multiple issues of a title. And there is some skipping here and there for like this. There's a time jump between what he gave me. But a lot of the issues are together to try to, give me a gist on how the story's going. 2 Cloak and Dagger issues from back in the day. Here's another title that I have no idea what this is. If any of you know what this is, let me know. Sisterhood of Steel. I'm assuming that this is based on woman warriors set in maybe medieval times or something. And yeah. Sisterhood of Steel. If you're familiar with that, let me know. We got 2 Terminator titles. Secondary Objectives is the name of that story. Dark Stars, Might have heard of this. Looks like a space western type of book. A couple of Punishers. You got this one here, old school Punisher. Punisher invades Nam. And this one that I'm about to show you, you're probably not going to get too many comic covers that are with this on it. I'm kind of iffy of even showing it. I'm going to show it, but I do not support this symbol in any sort of way on what it's being represented as. I don't support groups that rhyme with the word Yahtzee. I like the game Yahtzee, but I don't like any groups of people that have a similar name to that in their group and with that symbol. So I'm just warning you now, don't at me in any sort of way as some sort of Yahtzee sympathizer. But on a serious note, guys, I wonder how this is Punisher number 46. I wonder how often this cover is going to get done nowadays. Another, I'm assuming Western type of comic book, Lady Rawhide. I think I've heard of that character before. We got the Max, which I've never collected his title, but I'm familiar with him. He's had a comic book series, or obviously a comic book series, but a cartoon series is what I meant to say. I'm familiar with this show, and I knew it came from a comic though. iZombie was one up becoming a Netflix show. I think it's basically zombie trying to control itself. Red Dawn, never heard of this property. So anyone who knows about this property, let me know. Red Dawn, #1 by Vertigo. Looks like a nice title. I mean, like a nice cover though. I like the cover. Let's see here. Jeez, a lot. Alright, so we got Chas, the Knowledge. Not familiar with this title at all. Not saying I'm not going to go read these titles, I'm just not familiar with some of them. Steel, yes, I'm familiar with Steel. Only one issue of that. I used to collect this title back in the day, so Neymar. Interesting. I might have heard of this title, but never really followed it. Ninja Axe. I'm assuming that is some sort of martial arts and sorcery type of title. A comic book that Taco Bell put out, The Invincible Iron Man. The guy kept it in the plastic still. Let's see here. Another group of books I'm not too familiar with. By Vertigo, Northlanders, the Icelandic trilogy. I'm not too familiar with these titles, but if you're familiar with them, let me know. It looks like it's kind of like dealing with obviously Vikings and such, and you know, give it a go. I'm gonna give all these books a go. I'm just not sure if they're gonna be any good. Now this looks like a spy thriller type of book, DMZ, and he gave me some issues of this, like 6 issues of this DMZ series. So I'm kind of interested in this because this looks like a book I would have followed back in the day if I wasn't such a staunch, I'm only collecting Marvel. You know, in my teenage years and early years, it doesn't mean I don't like Marvel if I collect other titles. DC I used to collect a lot too. independent. I didn't have the maturity in my brain of that. Oh yeah, it's okay to collect non-big name titles. You know what I mean? Another. Let's see what I got here. 5 issues of this character by the name of the Omega Man. Now, this is definitely not a guy I've heard of, even though he's part of the DC comics, as you can see, but I've never heard of the Omega Man. So if you heard of the Omega Man, let me know. And yeah, these are the issues he gave me for that. Another Icelandic trilogy comic in the stash there. So yeah, these last 3 are also from the Icelandic trilogy. So a lot of, he gave me like 7, 8 issues of this title, of various issues. So we'll see how that goes. That's the unboxing. Some recognizable names for sure that I've collected or I was aware of from back in the day. Like I said, with some of these books I'm unfamiliar with, but definitely willing to check it out. I kind of forgot how much I did like Cloak and Dagger, so when I got those 2 issues of Cloak and Dagger, I was like, maybe over my time I can try to collect the various issues from that first run, and you know, maybe try to complete that run from the first issue to when they were eventually canceled, because they're not running anymore, especially from that time period. The Checkmate series, I was telling a friend, I thought was initially an older series, but it seems kind of like a newer series. And it's kind of set up like the Hellfire Club a little bit, but the DC Comics version of the Hellfire Club. So I'm kind of interested in seeing how that title runs out with the issues I have, because I'd be willing to give that a go and complete the run on that too. The first issue that I'm reading is issue 14 of that, and it seems like the Checkmate team is teaming up with Nightwing and the Outsiders. So yeah, it seems interesting. These other titles I'm unfamiliar with, I'm going to give a go. Omega Man, the Icelandic trilogy. Give them a go. Out of the books I never really heard of or was unfamiliar with, I am more interested in the DMZ title there, because I do kind of like espionage, thriller, who's gonna turn on who our enemies gonna turn to allies turn into enemies, so forth. I like those kind of books. But yeah, thanks for stopping by again. As always, guys, it's much appreciated. And don't forget that we're on our way. We're on the road to 25 subscribers. Once we hit 25 subscribers, I'm going to be doing my first giveaway. You have to be subscribed though, and I'll give you a little bit more of instructions and directions when we hit the 25 subscribers. On top of being a subscriber, on how to enter that giveaway. So thanks again for stopping by, okay? And until next time, peace, knuckles.